On. Great to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too.
So your tease was plants for the humans,
yeah,
the bees, and the hummingbirds. And this is a good time to garden. A lot of people have seen a lot of moisture this summer season. Is that good, bad for the gardening? We haven't had a lot of sunshine.
It's perfect for gardens. Gardens are doing great right now. And gardeners, people in the know, they really just do their gardening in April, May, and June, and especially the last couple summers, nobody has wanted to garden in July or August or September. Even the landscapers aren't planting because we've had those heat waves and all those water restrictions. Well, this is the best summer in recent memory where you could actually plant because we don't have water restrictions, so you can water as much as you need to. But also there's moisture in the ground, and even though we're going to have a heat wave starting right now, generally temperatures haven't been too hot, so it's not stressful for new plantings.
So we'll use the moisture to our advantage, and let's take a look at some of the human plants that you brought for us.
Yeah, so in gardens, we can really kind of change our world and improve the world, making it more beautiful, but also making it more useful for us and also for pollinators. So here we have all kinds of fun edible plants, and a lot of these are shrubs that you can plant right now and get them really well established so that next year they're really going to take off and produce for you. So you can plant kiwis. So I have kiwis in my garden. I get about 80 pounds a year. You harvest them in the fall, and they're still hard at that time, and you let them slowly ripen. And then you either eat them fresh through like November, December, or I often make kiwi jelly out of them.
Okay.
Kind of fun. Thanksgiving is coming, so we've got bay leaves. You can plant your own bay tree. It would be great in pots, such as on your patio, for instance, and also rosemary. So rosemary potatoes at Thanksgiving, plant that now, get it growing. Will do really well in gardens or in containers. And then here's a fun one. This is called coca-cola plant.
We did the sniff test.
We did the sniff test. So you rub the foliage and you smell it, and it smells just like Coca-Cola. And so you don't really eat it as much as you might put it into cocktails or into some nice fizzy water with some ice and some lemon on the patio. So lots of fun things. Also dwarf figs. So there's a whole bunch of new figs that have been coming out in recent years that only get to 3 to 4 feet high. So you can grow those on a patio or in the ground. And right now it's fig season. So figs are ripening all over the city. So you could be feeding yourself and your family with figs.
Plenty of ideas right there.
Pixie grapes as well, little dwarf grapes that you can grow in pots or in the garden, and they produce tons of fruit on tiny little plants.
Let's talk about the bees, because you have several examples out front.
Right. So in bees, when we talk about bees, we've got the honeybees, which get all of the attention, especially with colony collapse disorder over the last couple of years. But a lot of people don't know that we have about 80 different species of native bees in BC. And these are the ones that actually do a lot of the pollinating work for us, because honeybees are kind of lazy, and they only like good conditions. They only go out from 10 degrees Celsius and up. It's really the orchard mason bees and all the other native bees and bumblebees that are pollinating our plums and our cherries and our apples. So by planting a lot of these kinds of plants that the bees like, giving them pollen and nectar to harvest, we're supporting bee populations, both the honeybees and the native bees. You'll see that a lot of bees like daisy-type flowers. Mm-hmm. If you think about it, bees like things that they can crawl on. So they either like spikes, like these guys, or flowers that are kind of round and flat that they can land on and crawl around. So we've got sneezeweed or helenium, we've got Japanese anemones, we've got lavender, which we could also eat, I suppose. We could make some like gelato, lavender gelato.
I'm going to a patio party at your place.
Or more Japanese anemones, or this is Russian sage, which is a great drought-tolerant plant, and the bees go mad for that.
And briefly for the hummingbirds, what's particular for the plants for them?
Of course, hummingbirds are famous for liking red flowers, but they'll go for lots of different colors of flowers. And really, what they're going for is the nectar down inside the tubular flowers. And so this is a great group of plants. It's called hummingbird mint, and all of these little tubular flowers have nectar right down in the base. You can actually eat these as well. You can put them on salads, and they taste like sweet mint. But also, they love sages, and they love lobelia. Crocosmia, and anything really with a nice tubular flower for them to visit. And who doesn't want hummingbirds in their garden? Of course.
Upkeep and maintenance with these, frequency of watering for all of these plants.
Well, if you're going to do new planting right now, you just have to be a little bit smart about watering. So, watering a couple times a week and remembering that dry soil repels water. So collect extra soil when you do your planting and build a circular bowl or a circular dike around your plant so that you can fill that bowl up with water and know that it's sinking straight down into the root ball and nourishing your plant.
What's your favorite out of all these?
Favorite, I love agastache. They're kind of cool. And you know what you can do too? You can pull off that little flower and you can suck the little sweet nectar out of the back of it. You should try it.
Look at you go.
Yeah.
All kinds of great information. Gary, we love having you on, man.
I love coming here.
Learn so much. Phoenix Perennials, where you find them. Ooh.
Cool, eh?
Oh.
It's kind of minty too.
Breakfast is served. My breath's a little fresher now thanks to this guy. We'll take a break.